Hey everybody, this is Heather Clark with Running Totally Free. It is Saturday, and this morning we had the kids race, first race with the cross country group that they're starting this week. The kids did really well. Noah got second place for the middle school group, and Abby got first place for the third graders. So they were very pleased. Poor Noah has had either an allergic reaction or a cold come on this past week. We weren't sure if he was responding to the cut grass during practice on Thursday night or if he might have a cold, because Gabe also has a runny nose. So anyway, he did his very best, and I was really proud of him for just, pushing through and doing something, because as of yesterday, he didn't really seem to be in good condition for that. So anyway, today we came home and we are trying to have kind of a time of catching up and getting ready for, I don't know, maybe the rest of summer. My neck is feeling better. As you can see, I just have one patch on. I don't have the TENS unit on, so that's good. So I'm really happy about that. It makes me feel normal. So today at lunchtime, I worked with the kids on a list of things that we need to start working on this summer. So I've got Noah's page, and let's see, I have a page for Abby, and then I really need to make a page for myself, but I didn't get to that. So let's see. Today I had started working on putting my receipts into our cash. Let's see. Let me show you this. We have cash envelopes, and that's how we organize our money based on the Dave Ramsey system. And so what I also decided to do this year, we did that all last year, and so of course we're continuing it this year. And so I decided to give us a better idea of what we need for each envelope next year, to then also have, trying to get them out, envelopes where we put our receipts. Now honestly, this is a big pain in the butt, but I thought that in the long run it'll make me very happy to go through the trouble this year, because I'll have a much more accurate idea of what we spend each month, because there were quite a few categories that we just guessed last year how much we would need, and then we came across some money that either we had in excess for some categories, and then some probably more categories where we didn't have enough. So I'm hoping that this will really be a blessing come next year's budget meeting. So like I said, maybe if you've seen in other vlogs, but if you haven't, so for instance, we have a date night envelope. So that's our receipts. For that, we've got a school supplies envelope. What else? Those are which, by the way, those have a lot in them. Grocery receipts is jam-packed. Yeah, even if you just look at how large the envelopes are, that's going to give me a really good idea, or how thick they are. That's going to give me a really good idea as to how much we're spending there. Toiletries and household receipts. Oh, and then the other thing about this is that, sometimes you're in a situation. I try to divide up what I purchase as much as I can. Thank you. And I think that said Jessa or Jessie. Thank you. So sometimes you're just in a situation where you can't separate your purchases, even though those purchases are in different categories. So what I do is I'll put that receipt in one of the categories, and then I have a note card in all of the envelopes. And if I've had to share that receipt, then I write down on the categories that didn't get that receipt, I write it down on a note card. I hope that makes sense. So each of these envelopes, just to summarize, Jenna. Hi, Jenna. So for instance, toiletries and household. Sometimes you buy things, at the grocery store that you also need as toiletries and household. and but you only got, you only have one receipt. So I would write that on that note card. Okay, so that would be helpful for you to know. And I made a new envelope kind of midway so far. I made, we did have protein. We like to use protein. We were making protein shakes, and this was really helpful to Michael. He's kind of gotten off that habit though recently. So I've been using that category for protein bars. But I also found that I really, to get our, we don't have a category for vitamins, and I really think we're gonna need them now. And I found a, what do you call it? I'll show you this. It's kind of onto my next topic. I found a, you've probably seen this at Walmart. This thing is called Super Greens, and so it's like a, powder vitamins, and so it has probiotics in it, and it's got alfalfa and lots of other, let's see, organic fruits and vegetables, kale, beets, barley grass, wheatgrass, spirulina, blue-green algae, pomegranate, mixed berries, and aloe vera. I like all those ingredients. I think they're awesome. And actually, I thought it said probiotics. Yes, it does. There is a probiotic blend, and it uses organic stevia leaf extract to sweeten it. I used to use Amazing Grass. They have a red berry, where it looks, I should say the lid looks like it's red. And then I discovered they have a purplish color. And I tried a sample of that, and that was delicious, but it is a lot more expensive, probably like $5 more for even less ounces than this. So I thought, I checked to make sure there were good reviews about this, because I didn't want it to taste horrible. I'd rather spend more money than do that. So I mixed, this is my smoothie. So I used some almond milk, which, by the way, I'm an Aldi fanatic. However, I will say that it's cheaper to buy 96 fluid ounces of almond milk at Walmart rather than 2 of the half gallons at Aldi. So there's just something for you to know. And that's the Almond Breeze. And then I used a little bit of Bolthouse Farms, and then I used frozen blueberries and a scoop of the Super Greens, Country Farms. So I'm gonna give that a taste in a minute. And hey Noah, would you mind pouring that for me? And yeah, so live, I can taste it and you can see if I actually liked it. That would be fun. Can you just pour it in a cup for me? Sure. Thanks, honey. Oh, and then I'm sorry, I forgot. I have Chobani Greek yogurt it's the coconut kind, and I also got that at Walmart, 4 of them, and I want to say it was like $3.50 or $3.70 for that. So that's a good deal too for the Chobani if you can't find it any cheaper. Let's see. Yeah, so back to this. I'm going to try that in a minute, by the way. So I've got my stack of receipts that I have to put in my envelopes. And now, live, I'm going to try that. Oh my gosh, that's actually really good. Although it's a little thick, I'm probably going to need to add a little bit more almond milk. Wow. Yeah, that little bit of coconut with the berries. Very, very good. So you guys have to try that, okay? It was a full cup of the Chobani coconut yogurt, Greek yogurt. It was just a smidge of the Bolthouse Farms. It was, I don't know, a handful of frozen blueberries, and probably about 4 ounces of the almond milk. But it needs more liquid, so I would say put more than that, maybe another 4 ounces. And then a scoop of the greens, Super Greens from Walmart. That was $15 for 9 ounces. And okay, so something else, you guys probably know this already, but as a refresher course, I had heard that companies, like Walmart and Aldi and Target and even like BJ's and Sam's Club and stuff like that, they try to, you know, this was a big trend where people would buy larger quantities of product, and you're supposed to get a deal if you do that. You know, the more you buy, the more you save. But I'd heard that companies have kind of caught on to people doing that, and that's not always the case. So I was just noticing today, we purchased pull-ups, and I was purchasing large boxes of pull-ups, thinking I was saving by buying the large boxes. But then I wish I could remember the price per unit, but a box of these Parents' Choice pull-ups was like $17, and then the 17 something and change. And then this package, which is smaller, obviously, was only $6.21. And when I was looking at the price per unit, it was actually cheaper to get this package, like a bit, you know, cheaper. So it was just a good reminder for me, and I'm just sharing this to say, hey, you know, here's a reminder, look at the price per unit, because we're getting cheated in some things. So that's what we're up to. I've got some nice clean floors, thanks to Abby. The sink is cleaned up, thanks to Noah. And they're reading and having quiet time. Gabe is asleep. He has climbed out of his crib a number of times now, and so we're trying to figure out what to do about that. And I guess that's it. So happy Saturday, everybody. We'll probably go to the pool later, and I hope you all have a great day. Take care, and thanks for watching.